All right, today I'm going to show you how to clean a bathtub and shower. Right here I have my bathtub and shower. Currently cleaning my shower curtain right now in the washing machine. But I'm going to show you how I clean the bathtub and shower using a trio plus one of things. A couple of things I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this Clorox Tilex mold and mildew remover. And that's going to be helping me get the parts right here white again. Down there it actually turned a little bit off color, off white. And then right here I have some baking soda. This is going to help with the soap scum and scrubbing action down there to remove the dirt and grime. I also have a cleaner called Mr. Clean. This is going to help, this is a detergent, help dissolve some of the oils that are in the tub and shower wall. All right. And then I also have an Ultra Foamer. Now this is a soap scum remover right here. I'm going to spray this on and it's going to help release the hardened soap scum that is on the walls and the bathtub. So let me go ahead and get started with this. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be using the Tilex mold and mildew remover. I'm going to be using this first because it takes some time for this to work and I want this to start working before I get it cleaning. So I'm going to just be spraying the areas that are discolored down here and it's going to turn the caulk or whatever you have up in there back white. Now, you could use this on various other areas on here to get that white, but it's not too bad of a problem right here. So I'm just using it down there to get that white. So I use this and I'm going to let that sit. The next thing I'm going to use is the foamer. Now I'm going to take this foamer. It takes a while for this to dissolve. So what I like to do is I go ahead and use the foamer. And what I do is this pump right here, this Clorox Bathroom Ultra Foamer, what I do is I just spray it on the walls, all right? Spray it on the walls right here. And what this does, it starts to dissolve the soap scum. Starts to dissolve the soap scum. That way, when I'm ready to start wiping this down, boozy, it's going to be very easy because I've given it time to dissolve. Now, one thing that I could have done is wet the walls first using the shower head, and doing that, I would have actually helped out the situation, let it go faster. Next, I'm going to spray down here on the walls of the bathtub. This is where a lot of soap scum builds up down here. So I'm going to do all this. Make sure you have well ventilation while doing this. Please do that. So I sprayed it all down in there. Okay, and so it's going to start dissolving some of the soap scum down there. So I'm going to let this sit for about a couple of minutes. The whitener down there is getting to work. And then I'm going to go to the next step. All right, the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to start to scrub some of this stuff away. So what I like to do is I'm going to take some of the Mr. Clean. I'm going to actually turn on the water right here that comes out in the bathtub faucet right here. I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to add some Mr. Clean to the brush that I have right here. This is a spinning brush that I have. You'll see what it does in a second. Turn that water off a little bit. It is actually a game changer. Then I'm going to add some baking soda. Do you see this? This is Arm & Hammer baking soda. I'm just going to sprinkle some baking soda down on the base of the tub. And this is going to assist with the scrubbing action on the tub as well as down there. So I'm going to turn on the scrubber. It actually has an extension right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and scrub, get some of the baking soda. And I'm just going to go first all right here against the walls, back and forth. The scrubbing takes a lot of elbow grease out of it. And so I just go back and forth right here, making sure that I get down in the corners. This does a great job getting in the corners, up the walls right here, and especially around the drain. A lot of dirt builds up down there. So I have this going on right here. Get a different angle so you can see it. So yeah, I'm just going to get down here And the scrubbing action from the baking soda is quite phenomenal. It actually helps lift up some of the soap scum off of down here. So I'm doing this, a lot of baking soda in here. And if you ever find that it comes too thick, you can just turn on some water. Just add a little bit more water to the brush and get back to getting to the walls of the bathtub. It's going to go back, get the corners, and then I go up right here and I get around the edges of the bathtub. You see that? I have the edges of the bathtub. Very important that you get the edges. Get a little water on here. Once I have this, I'm just going to take this and I'm going to start doing on the walls. And I'll just do up and down motion right here. Give you a better look at it first. I'll get down here at the bottom first. The scrubbing brush does a lot. The soap scum remover is actually assisting tremendously with this. And if you have a bowl or some sort, I use this. You could use this to actually splash some water on the wall. This is what I use to rinse it, so I can do that. So I add that to rinse when I'm just going to take the scrubber and I'm going to go on the walls, just back and forth. And this really comes off with ease with the scrubbing brush, the soap scum remover, and I have baking soda actually still on the brush doing its cleaning action, which takes a lot of work, elbow grease out of it. Make sure I get the corners. Right there, get the corners. Making sure I get the front wall, going up and down. Add a little bit of water, just put a little bit of water in that. Just go back and forth all around. Get around here, getting up all of this soap scum, which has accumulated. Let me get the back wall now. Now I'm getting the back wall. This is the last part of it right here. Before I show you how I rinse it. Need a little bit more water, pour a little bit of water on the brush. Just go up and down. And we've effectively got rid of the soap scum. So if you want to go and do another once over or twice over, whatever you call it, you can do it. Remember to get the bottom of the tub. And down here, like the bottom of the tub, you get a lot of soap scum. Make sure you get the bottom. It's often neglected because you see water just draining down in there. But it's very important that you get the bottom of the tub where soap scum accumulates. All right, so now I'm going to get to the rinsing section. So I'm just going to turn this off. And what I like to do is, I go ahead and turn. I want to rinse off the brush first. So I just turn on the tub and rinse off the brush. See that? Just rinsing off the brush. And then I'll put the brush away. And if you have a shower head with a hose, you can use the hose to spray it, but I don't have one. So what I do is I do the best that I can with just the power head. Just get on the walls just like this, as much as I can. And what I do is I leave it on for a second, and it really does a good rinsing job on the area that it can get. You see that? So, and just move it. I use warm water. Some people use cold water. I just use warm water, and I use it on the section, and it really rinses along the wall right here. All that stuff, saving me time from what I'm going to have to do with the next process when I use a bucket to actually get some of the soap scum off. You see it's going down like this. It's going down the drain. Get the back. And you can also change the settings. Some settings actually fire it out faster and a further distance for rinsing. You see that's getting all the way back there. Getting the walls. So most of it has been rinsed now. Now what I have to do is I'll have to get the bucket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this to where it's the bath water coming out. And I fill a bucket like this. Fill this bucket like that. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with that now. I have the bucket filled. And I'm going to actually use this bucket. Bucket I'm talking about is like this. You could use a large glass or something like that. I just take it and I just pour water onto the walls like that, and it goes down. Don't worry about too much getting on the floor because you probably need to wash your floors as well. So I'm going to take this, get the inside of the walls, and then get like that. Make sure you get the corners. Rinse it. And then turn it. And then all you have to do is wait for it to drain right there. And that is how you clean a bathtub. I hope this video has been helpful. Thanks a lot for watching.